Baking builds confidence. It's a truth I've come to understand, not in a sudden flash of insight, but slowly, layer by layer, much like laminating dough for a croissant. This realization didn't come from a single perfect bake, but from 1,000 tiny moments in the kitchen. The smell of yeast blooming, the feel of dough coming together under my hands, the triumphant sight of a golden brown crust emerging from the oven. These moments, strung together over years, have been the ingredients in my own recipe for self-assurance. It started not with a grand ambition to master French patisserie, but with a simple, almost primal need to create something tangible, something warm and nourishing, with my own two hands. The kitchen became my sanctuary, a place where I could experiment, fail, and learn without judgment. My journey began with the humblest of bakes, a straightforward loaf of no-knead bread. The recipe seemed almost too simple to be true. Flour, water, yeast, salt. Mix, wait, and bake. I remember the anxiety as I peeked into the Dutch oven, the fear of a flat, dense failure. But what emerged was a rustic, crackling bowl, its interior riddled with airy holes. Breaking it open, steam escaped, carrying the intoxicating aroma of freshly baked bread. That first bite was more than just delicious. It was a revelation. I had made this, me, with 4 basic ingredients and a little bit of patience. I had created sustenance, comfort, and joy. It was a small victory, but it felt monumental. It was the first foundational stone laid in what would become a robust structure of confidence. That single success sparked a hunger for more, a desire to understand the alchemy of baking on a deeper level. From that simple loaf, I ventured into more complex territories. Each new recipe was a new challenge, a new opportunity to build upon my fledgling skills. I tackled sourdough, a notoriously finicky process that demands patience and intuition. My first few attempts were, to put it mildly, disastrous. I created starters that refused to bubble, loaves that could have been used as doorstops. Doubt crept in. Maybe I wasn't cut out for this. Maybe that first loaf was just a fluke. But the memory of that success, the tangible proof that I could do it, kept me going. I read books, watched countless videos, and meticulously documented my process. I learned to read the dough, to understand its language of bubbles, stretch, and scent. The day I finally baked a perfect sourdough loaf, with its beautiful ear and open crumb, the sense of accomplishment was profound. It wasn't just about the bread, it was about perseverance. I had faced a challenge, stumbled multiple times, and refused to give up. I had learned to trust the process and, more importantly, to trust myself. Baking is a process of controlled transformation, a dance between science and art. You begin with disparate, unassuming ingredients, the fine dust of flour, the crystalline sugar, the inert pats of butter. Through precise measurement, careful technique, and the application of heat, you coax them into becoming something entirely new, something greater than the sum of its parts. This act of creation is inherently empowering. It teaches you that you have the ability to effect change, to bring order and beauty from chaos. When you successfully follow a recipe, you're not just making a cake. You're proving to yourself that you can follow a set of instructions, manage your time effectively, and achieve a desired outcome. These are skills that translate directly into other areas of life. A complex project at work suddenly seems less daunting when you successfully navigated the multi-day process of making croissants. A difficult conversation feels more manageable when you learned the patience required to let a brioche dough complete its long, slow rise. Failure is an inescapable and essential part of the baking process, and it is in these failures that the most potent lessons in confidence are learned. I've had cakes sink in the middle, cookies spread into one giant, greasy sheet, and meringues weep into a sugary puddle. In the moment, these failures can be crushing. You've invested time, ingredients, and hope, only to be met with disappointment. But what you do next is what truly matters. Do you throw in the towel and declare yourself a bad baker? Or do you put on your detective hat and figure out what went wrong? Was the oven too hot? Did I overmix the batter? Was my baking powder expired? This process of troubleshooting builds resilience. You learn that a setback is not a final judgment on your abilities, but rather a data point, a piece of information that will make you better next time. Each corrected mistake is a small deposit into your confidence bank. You begin to see failure not as an enemy, but as a teacher. This shift in perspective is transformative. It allows you to approach new challenges with a sense of curiosity rather than fear, knowing that even if you don't succeed on the first try, you will learn something valuable that will pave the way for future success. Over time, the need for a rigid recipe begins to fade. You start to develop an intuitive understanding of the ingredients. You know, by the feel of the dough, if it needs a little more flour or a few more minutes of kneading. You can look at a batter and know if it has the right consistency. You start to experiment, to put your own spin on classic recipes. A little cardamom in the cinnamon rolls, a dash of espresso powder in the chocolate cake, a swirl of raspberry jam in the muffins. This is where confidence truly blossoms. You are no longer just a follower of instructions. You are a creator in your own right. You have internalized the fundamental principles and are now free to play, to innovate, to express your own unique taste. Sharing these creations with others adds another powerful layer. Seeing the look of delight on a friend's face as they bite into a cookie you baked from a recipe you developed yourself is an affirmation unlike any other. It's a tangible manifestation of your skill, creativity, and generosity. This journey, from a nervous novice to a confident creator, has taught me that building confidence is not about achieving a state of perpetual success or eliminating fear. It's about building a relationship with yourself based on trust and resilience. It's about knowing that you have the capacity to learn, to adapt, and to grow. It's about understanding that a sunken cake doesn't make you a failure, any more than a perfectly risen loaf makes you a genius. They are simply moments on a longer path. The true prize is the person you become along the way, someone who is patient, observant, resilient, and willing to try again. It's the quiet assurance that comes from knowing you can take simple, raw materials and, with your own hands and heart, create something wonderful. Baking builds confidence.